Let's close this because I don't need it open. By the way, how long are you planning to stay awake for?
I got like an hour, so let's do it.
Plenty of time. Although our future Patreon podcasts will stretch for 3 hours, could we even
I
talk
don't.
that long?
No, not with quality.
We'd have to do like special segments in between. You know how they have those telemarket things online on TV where they're raising funds. Like for 10 minutes over here we'll have Jed Sing, and over here we'll have a product placement, and 3 hours
I
later
mean
we have a
that
really
thing
boring
people
podcast.
do when they're like really organized, and not us.
Hey Leroy. Leroy called you a nerd, Jed. Didn't call me a
It's
nerd.
because
I know it.
would a nerd know how to disconnect the brakes to your car? I
Ex-wife
wouldn't, so I
would.
guess I am. What are you saying about my wife?
Did you suddenly get a lot quieter, or is it me?
Sometimes I intentionally change the volume
It's like
of
you're
my own
whispering
voice
now. Is it alright for
to
you,
just
Austin?
to mess with you.
He's fine.
Did I just... Okay.
See, that's what I do.
I mean, he's talking quietly. Sounds like he's trying not to wake people up.
I have that right. I can do that.
Be a man and holla. The wife comes
Holla.
on, just say, woman! just say that.
Holla at you,
This is
boy.
America. I'll go like squaw. Go back to bed.
What's squaw?
It's a Native American term for wife.
Oh, the things you learn.
Da da da.
I feel like
You learn a lot when you're watching Peter Pan.
I need to rewatch that. Wait, the Disney version?
Uh-huh.
I've got that somewhere.
Because Wendy wants to just sit with Peter Pan, and they're all like, "No, you squaw. You get firewood."
Was there Indians in Peter Pan?
Yes.
Oh, they
Very,
played a
very
little
stereotyped.
part,
Very stereotyped.
I haven't
like
seen
a
it.
lot of old Disney ones. Had
Yeah, a
like
lot of Disney was there.
stereotypes.
They
Like, it
can't
would not fly today.
they can't really be stereotypes though if they met them during the time where they were like that.
Well, it's like saying all blank does blank. All of this race does this specific thing, but it's like
It'd
they
be
were a
like-
lot of different types of Indians. They all didn't do that one thing. Like do the thing and wear feathers on their hats and jump around. Like that's not what all Indians did. Specific tribes did that, sure.
So what if
But
that Indian
it's
was
generalizing.
it was meant to be that specific tribe and not all? Would
Well,
that be
that's not
alright?
gonna. I mean, but
They
it's
did.
like with the it's like the blackface thing.
Mm.
They looked like that. Like they were like drawn exaggerated, and ugly looking.
Well, it's like if I wanted to be Australian, I would have to put like those expedition shorts. That
Hey, are we gonna
tan-
start this effing thing or?
Go around. Crikey! Have like teeth in my hat.
I think we already have.
All right.
We're doing a podcast.
Oh gosh. Yes.
This is the first time in many years that we've done one.
Actually, we did one last month or a few weeks ago.
They don't know that.
Okay.
Stop ruining our surprise.
I just asked them.
Alright.
They had no idea. They're like, what? I don't remember the last time you did one.
That's exactly what they sounded like too. Boom.
So, we're doing a podcast, and the whole plan for the podcast is to talk rubbish, but also make plans to improve said podcast channel and Patreon and future, while we still can, when we're allowed. So ideas would be
Alright.
really nice, because we're not very smart.
I have heard this. I had never believed it.
What, that we're not very smart?
Well, no, about me. I've heard it for you a lot. It's too easy. Too easy.
I don't like you. Friendship over.
Oh. So, what do you guys want to open starter topic? What do you want to talk about?
I want Austin to open.
I
Austin,
opened
open up
last
to us.
time. I
no.
freaking opened last time.
Open up to us. You don't have to.
You
clam
made me
up,
open
man.
last time. You're gonna make me open again.
Hey, buddy, come on. Let it out.
It's because your name starts with A. You're first.
All right, I'll start it. Here we go. 1, 2. Ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Hey guys. Well, that was a bit quick. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys. Another last week's special cup. All right, let's do that again. All right, 3. All right, 3.
Cup.
1 cup, 3 less special.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, last week's special podcast. Once again, I am Austin, and we got Jet and Con both here.
I am Con.
And this is the podcast. And I'm going back to sleep. See ya.
Tune in next time.
Nice. These
So,
are our
what's-
most successful ones.
What's up? What's going on?
So, I heard something interesting.
He did.
Rumor mill currently spinning that there might be a new Arkham game coming up, Arkham Returns.
Well, yeah, Kevin Conroy hinted at it apparently on his Twitter.
Cool.
Yes. I really love the Arkham game.
Yeah, those games are amazing.
So I would not be a bit disappointed if
Well-
another one came out.
I mean, the thing is like, E3's coming up, and I'm like, oh man, like they've been quiet for like 4 or 5 years. They've got to have like a new game coming up, and then they specifically tweet out, "We're not going to be at E3 this year." So everybody's like, "No."
hmm
But then, like after E3, sometime later, I can't remember exactly what he tweeted. Kevin Conroy tweeted like, "Oh yeah, he's like they tweeted something about Batman, and he tweeted out to them, or why stop there?"
Oh.
And
Well,
everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
He does have plenty of time now that he's not doing the TV series.
Yeah.
Sadly, no
Pretty
Hamill.
cool. Now, the question is, I mean, with how they ended the last Arkham.
Yeah, you guys the freaking weird teaser at the end? You saw that, right? Like the flamey Batman thing. Like what the frick was that?
Is this for City?
Knight, Arkham Knight.
Was
The
that
very
the
last
last
Ends. Yeah, the very last one.
Ah.
It ends on like it's almost like an after credits scene, like this little weird stinger teaser thing, and it just shows like a flaming Batman, like with like skulls or something. I can't remember exactly. And it's like, what is going on? It's like some like demon Batman,
Demon.
and then it just ends, and it's like, okay. What does it have to do with anything? What does that mean?
Yeah. Could be cool. Looking forward to hearing more if it happens.
I almost bet it will be nothing like that. Like, it will just be another Batman game. I'll be like, what was that about?
It's just misdirection. Classic.
Yeah.
Could just be a symbol.
I've been hoping. I would love. Can you imagine them doing a Batman Beyond game
If only.
in that style? Like you fly around as freaking in that suit.
Yeah, Neo Gotham.
Oh my gosh, that would be so good.
I love
Like
that
he plays
series.
Terry McGinnis or anybody, you know, in the Batman suit. It would be so good.
That would be cool.
Best show. Didn't get enough seasons.
Gosh, I love
Yeah,
that show.
2 seasons, was not enough. I don't
And the
know if it
movies
was
they made
production
were
cost
awesome.
or...
Yeah, that movie, the freaking Return of the Joker,
Hmm.
so good. It's like one of the best animated Batman movies.
Too many people
Concur.
didn't give it a chance because it wasn't Batman. They're like, I don't watch this.
I don't know, sometimes good things end too soon.
Meanwhile, the crap ones continue.
Yeah. Well, that's always how it goes.
Hmm.
There are only, how many episodes or seasons of The Bachelor is there right now? Like 19, 18?
I don't watch cable like at all.
Oh.
I haven't watched cable in years.
What's cable?
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
that
the-
thing middle class people
Speaking of
have.
cable, I remember when Netflix came and everyone was like, "Oh heck yes, we can drop cable now. We can just pay for one flat service and get everything." Heck yeah! Everybody starts canceling their freaking cable provider. Now, everyone's like, starting their own streaming service. Disney, NBC, or CB, whatever, one of
It's
those.
getting scary.
Hulu, Amazon, everybody's starting their own streaming service, and it's like, well, this is just like cable now. We all have to pay for our specific channels. It's like, this is the same freaking thing. This is the whole reason everyone bailed in the first place.
It's like, I don't want to pay for all these channels I don't watch. So you cut your whole service and like, well, I want Disney, so you get their streaming service. Well, CBS has got Star Trek, so you get that service. Sci-Fi channel, oh, I guess I'll get that service.
Netflix
now
is,
your bill's just as much.
Netflix is losing so many things, especially since Disney's making their own. They're losing all the Disney stuff.
The good thing
From
about
Disney's
gosh.
perspective, though, I can totally get why they're doing it.
I mean, I know why they do it. There's so much money to be had, but gosh, the whole reason that like Netflix came along was like, hey, here's everything, just bail on cable, and everyone's like, yeah, and now everyone's like, oh.
best thing about the Disney one is it comes with Hulu, so that's very cool.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, does it?
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so I'll probably sign up to that one. There's a few things I want to see.
Well, they're getting their own specific exclusive shows.
That
There's a freaking
Mandalorian.
Boba Fett show. Well, yeah, the Mandalorian show.
Need to
which
watch
will be.
that one.
I'm very interested in that.
I had no interest just because I don't really care about those characters, but when I saw who was working on it, I was like, oh my god, okay.
And what else are they doing? Oh my gosh, it was on the tip of my brain. Can't remember. Oh, Loki, a Loki TV show. He's gonna have his own series.
I think they might
Could
be
be
going
good.
for a young version of him though.
No, it's the same dude. He's gonna be in it, the actor.
Oh, I didn't
I don't
know
remember
that.
what his name is, but yeah, it's him doing it.
Oh,
Tom.
well, I'll have to watch out for that. I mean, yeah, they got a lot of potential. I mean, they got the whole Marvel backing. They got Star Wars now.
Dude, they got everything.
They got their own IPs from just the Disney end alone.
And all the freaking heavy hitting movies, like
Mhm.
the Frozen, the Toy Stories, like everything. Like it's like
Hmm.
they're like Disney like owns the planet right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I do hope they release some of their old library that they haven't, put on DVD and stuff, like
Yeah,
for
that
example,
would be a really good seller if they did that.
the Little Mermaid TV series. That was really cool.
And the Aladdin
Oh.
TV series, yeah.
Yeah. And the gummy bears?
Yep.
Freaking heck yeah, the old school Ducktales, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, it goes on and on, man.
Did you ever watch
That'd be
Prince
awesome.
Valiant?
I don't think so.
It's awesome. It was like in the 80s, I think it was. No, 92? Oh, one sec.
Speaking about DuckTales, though, have you checked out the new series?
No, I heard it's really good though. I heard it's really
is
good.
really good. I'm not all about reboots because in my brain I'm thinking it's just a cash grab,
Right.
trying to hit me up on nostalgia. But I'm like, I'll check it out. Nah, they do a great job. They really expanded on. I mean, I know it's a cartoon, so don't judge me, but they really expanded on their characters' personalities.
Yeah, I've heard it's great, man.
Yeah.
Along with that, I've seen little clips from the show that actually reference the NES DuckTales movie or
Oh,
game.
there's tons of
Like,
Easter eggs. And
They'll play
references
like the
in that.
moon theme from the NES DuckTales. It's like, holy crap, that's amazing.
You'll see like they reference like Tailspin.
Yeah, that is
and
so
stuff
freaking
on there.
cool.
Like, they do a lot. You can tell the animators are having a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. That's a good show. Check it out.
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Like I was saying before, watch Prince Valiant if you haven't seen it. It's really cool. It's about one of the King Arthur's knights, and it's done so well. I was stunned.
It was a really good one. Like, what do they have? Like 6 episodes?
For what?
Your Princess
No,
Valiant, whatever
I
his
think
name is.
you're thinking of something different. This one's like long.
Princess Valiant.
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
heaps of episodes, but it's done in a way that you don't actually think it's a Disney show because you're watching it like, this is cool. What, Disney made this?
Was Disney? Did they do the Gargoyle show as well?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loved that. That was
I wasn't
Really
allowed to watch
cult
it, but
classic.
Yeah.
I never got around to watching it. I have it in my list.
I don't. What's that mean in your list? On your list?
I slowly get through old stuff.
Oh.
It can be in my list. on my list. My list is in something, so I don't know.
That's all I needed to hear.
Thank you. I did finish the Netflix Voltron series recently. Really, really
Ooh.
cool. It's really, really,
Yeah.
really good.
I think on the topic of Netflix there, that's a perfect example. Like I'm pretty sure Netflix probably saw it coming of all these other streaming services startups. So they did a smart thing by trying to do original content.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of original stuff.
Hmm.
We'll see
And
how
I
they
mean, they've been
compete.
good, but the thing is a lot of the original stuff was Marvel stuff, you know? Freaking Daredevil and whatever Jones, all that stuff. And they have to bail on that now.
Yeah, that would suck.
Do you remember the space Voltron? That wasn't Voltron, but they called Voltron.
No.
It was the vehicle ones. You know, they. It was like
Zoids!
no, actual Voltron. They weren't lions. They were like spaceships and things, and they'd fly around.
What freaking generation was that? Jeez.
There was.
It sounds like generic anime 45.
Yeah, it really does.
No, it was very popular. But the West took it and rebranded it as Voltron of the universe or something. I can't remember what it was called. And yeah, it's weird. Not many people have watched it, although we did. But at the end of the Netflix Voltron, in a few episodes, you see some of the vehicles in the background, and you think, hey, is that it? And then it shows it again, and then later there's like this awesome splash scene where you see a bunch of the vehicles, same colors, same design, and some of the characters from it, and you're like, oh my god, just freaked out.
Yeah, nice.
That was so awesome. I really hope they make, you know, a new one with that season, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If you do watch it,
Well, I mean, it sounds good, but you don't even know the name of it, so I guess it wasn't that good.
it was Voltron.
Correct. Is it though?
Prove
Is
me
it?
wrong. Until then,
Because you just told me it was Voltron in space.
they were in space. They'd land on planets sometimes.
Sometimes.
There was
Not
like
all the
20 of
time.
them or something. It was really cool.
20 Voltrons?
No,
I'm just trying to get in his head right
Vehicles.
now. Ignore
I
me.
hate you. Stop bullying me.
It's so easy. Oh, so has anybody picked up anything on the Steam sale?
No. I'm too poor.
Pretty much own everything at this point.
All right, well, I'm going to throw
That
out
I
a
want.
recommendation. Okay, I'm going to throw it out. Maybe you don't own it yet, Austin. I'm not sure. But that new Valkyria Chronicles game.
Oh, right. Yeah, you like those games.
Oh, yes. It is scoring overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, I've never played them. They're a tactics game, right?
This is
I
a
still
perfect
need
chance.
to
It's
as
like
well.
$20. It's like $20. And if you don't
20.
even want to do that, play the first one. The first one's still great, and that one's probably like 9.
I've had it for ages. I still need to play
Isn't it just like anime girls stories like in the war? Or
It's right up
something?
your alley. I can't. Why are you saying it with disgust? You know you.
'Cause
will
I'm
secretly
actually
Google it all later.
quite fed up with anime stuff. I can't get into anime anymore unless it's
Well,
like specifically.
I understand. That's why I never played the sequels because it went way generic and.
You should watch JoJo then. No, hardly any girls.
I need to watch JoJo. I really do.
JoJo is awesome. It's my favorite. Do it. Hurry up. Like
He's
right
doing it
now.
Good job.
Yep, watching it right now.
I'm trying to.
Holy
I'm
frick!
not-
He said, "Oh my god!
Microphone activated.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit!" Don't they swear in English a lot in it?
Some of them do. It's awesome. Best
And
show.
then it goes to be continued, and that music goes, do 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 do. Because that's a huge meme.
That music happens every time Jed walks into his house.
That's where it was coming from. It was driving me nuts. Who's playing this?
Dora.
Yeah, I know. Well, I come can't watch shows. Like, I can't sit down and just watch a show because my ADD is just out of control. So most of my time I'm spent just playing a game while watching something, like on YouTube or something, because I cannot do like one thing anymore. I'm too out of control. But actually, I'm watching Breaking Bad. I watch that during my meals though. I've never seen Breaking Bad. It's pretty good.
I only got about
I'm enjoying it.
6 episodes into it or something, so never worked for me. Not that it's crap.
haven't
It's
seen
the
it.
the theme. There's so little interest.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really had interest in that type either, but I don't know. I'm starting to like get into the characters and stuff.
Yeah. Well, if you like that, and you end
Yeah.
up finishing it, watch The Ozark. It's in a similar vein, kind of, not really, but yes. I couldn't get into that either. So chances are, if
The
you like Breaking
Ozark.
Bad, you'll like that. It's about a guy who takes his family elsewhere, and he has to make money, and he sells drugs as well to pay off a debt.
Sounds pretty similar, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's not one of those things where I was like,
Right.
oh, the new episode's out, I need to watch it over all this other shit that I'm watching. So I kind of ignored it. I ignored it good, actually, because I completely forgot about it.
I forgot about you.
But I did watch that Chernobyl series. That was really good.
Oh gosh, I wanted to watch that.
Mm.
I canceled
Yeah.
my HBO subscription right when Game of Thrones ended, and then that came out. I was like, gosh dang it.
Yeah, there's only 5 episodes though.
6,
Yeah,
I thought.
short and sweet.
Yeah, I was like, I'm thinking, unless there was another one that I'm not aware of, but it is good.
Yeah, I finished. It's good to see all the at the end of the last episode. There's all this text on screen that tell you some of the differences between what happened in the show and what happened in reality. So that was kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Like there's this.
So it's like reenactments then? Is that what it is? 'Cause I don't even know anything
not
about it other
really.
than it's good.
They just kind of try to be, as accurate as possible in a TV show of what was happening during that period.
Right,
I mean,
right,
for
okay.
example, there's one character it's a female scientist. She wasn't there, but she represents something like a couple dozen other scientists who were
Oh,
working.
okay, right.
So they
okay, yeah.
merged it, story-wise
Yeah.
flow. So that was fun, but little things like that. So it's not accurate, and there's a few things they don't mention. Like apparently there was a CIA agent who was known to be there at the time, and they don't bring that up.
Well, funny you mention that because apparently Russia's displeased with HBO's take on it,
Mm.
so they're making their own Chernobyl series that focuses on the CIA agent because they blame him for, Chernobyl's reactor incident.
I mean, I'll
So
watch
they're
it.
basically they're going to do a propaganda version of the HBO series. Going like, see, it wasn't our fault because our show says it wasn't.
Will it though? Or is our version the propaganda one?
We don't know yet, do
No
we?
one knows.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's all propaganda. As long as I'm entertained, I really don't care.
You're the easiest person, though. The fool.
I mean, when it comes to our governments, it's propaganda every day.
Oh, well, that's not wrong.
True.
I mean, I've lost interest completely. You see all these people freaking out over, who gets voted. We got to get this other one
Yeah,
voting for
yeah.
future.
They're all the same at this point. They're just
Yeah.
all the same.
I've stopped caring. I think 2 elections ago here, because it doesn't matter who I vote for. The other person
Yeah.
wins, and no matter what they say, they end up changing. Our internet
Right.
was completely screwed from going. I think it was
Caps.
It was meant to be 1 gigabit or whatever speed. I can't remember, byte something. The fast, stupid version. We only got
Fiber optics.
so we only got 100 megabit instead, because our internet was being in charge by
Structure's too weak.
idiots. I know they completely redid the entire structure, but then new government got voted in, and they're like, you know what, we're going to change it to slower because it's cheaper. And now
Yeah.
we've got an import tax on everything we buy. It's like, you know what, you've already screwed us so bad, I don't care what you do after this, just fuck off. I don't
Just
care.
put the bullet in my mouth right now.
I mean, if I could not vote, I'd be happy. But you have to vote once you're on the register, otherwise massive fine. It's irritating.
I think if they're gonna fine you for not voting, then you should get compensation for when you do vote. It'd
Yeah.
only be fair.
Like, I voted for this guy, didn't win. Where's my money? All you did was give me import tax.
a refund for your vote.
That'd be nice. See, I'm jaded on the whole. I really don't care anymore.
Oh,
I just
that
don't
is very
care.
good, though.
Whoever gets in screws us one way or the other. So fucking World
Yeah,
War
I
III
don't
for all I care.
I don't want to turn the podcast into something political, so I am definitely not saying anything that's going to offend anybody, because that's not what I'm about.
I'm already offended.
But obviously, you know, an election's rolling up in America. It's going to
You
be
lot go
a little while
crazy
yet.
when it's election
No.
time.
They go
It's
insane,
like the
man.
Super Bowl, so I can't
Super Bowl
avoid
for a
it.
year.
Yeah, I can't avoid it at work. Every news channel,
Yeah,
it's
you
all they're talking
can't.
about.
You can't. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, Democrat, liberal, neutral, Republican, whoever you are, it's always the same setup. There's these group of people on stage who are generally in, they're either Democratic, they're all one house, essentially.
Mm.
And they all have one thing in common. The other party, whoever's in power right now, they have to go. They're terrible. They're
Yeah.
the devil.
Yeah.
So then you get this group of people, they can all agree on at least that. But then you watch them, they all hate each other. They will dig so deep to find the worst dirt on their competitor so to make them look bad. So then you're sitting there like, holy crap, it looks like the whole options that I have up on the stage are all terrible. But then they all point to themselves and go, actually, I'm the least terrible person up here. Still vote for me. I'm like, and this is politics. A group of people who are wealthy calling out each other to shame them, who are also
Shame,
equally getting
shame.
called out on and shamed, and I'm supposed to pick one to lead the country.
I'd like
Yeah.
one bloody politician to just jump up who's running and just do nothing but nice stuff. You know, if somebody does, one of those smear ads, they'll come up.
Oh
I
yeah.
saw the ad. I agree, this was a bad time for me, blah, blah. But I still like that person. Just be real super nice. I'll be like, I'll vote for you. Nothing but fucking flowers comes out of your mouth when you talk.
You're talking like Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
Like his counter campaign, he walks in, he's taking off, like, hello, friend. As he goes untying his shoe. You probably saw that nasty campaign about me. It was all true. We all have dark times in our lives.
I'd vote
But
for
that
him.
doesn't make us bad people. We just make little happy mistakes. You're like, I don't know what it is with this guy, but I'm so calm when he's on TV.
I want him to lead my country. I don't care. He could,
Can you imagine?
just everything.
He's got Putin in the room. Like he's been president for a year. We're like on the brink of war. He's like, "Hi, buddy. I want you to know what you're doing is not very nice. We're gonna come down there and kill a whole bunch of you if you don't stop." Oh well, all right. No threats, just honesty and sincerement.
Or we're going to
Mhm.
cook for you until you become better people.
He's like, I know it's hard, but hey, I made you this turkey. Hands it right to him. Oh, clap, 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 clap.
They'll make a TV series, Leaders of the World, and it's basically like bananas in pajamas or what was that scary one? La 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 la.
The banana splits.
Was it?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
the
I got
banana
confused
splits.
after I said bananas.
Teletubbies is the frickin' creepy ones.
Just make ones
Yeah,
like
splits
that.
are kind of creepy though.
They're making a new one, a movie.
Oh my
I
god.
saw
Didn't
the
they already
trailer.
do a Teletubby movie?
Look, shit, no, bananas splits.
Oh.
Bananas splits. There's multiple ones
I
now.
don't know what he's talking about either, guys. It's alright.
Let's talk about stop bullying
See, I don't
me.
know half the time if any of these shows he's talking about are real. He
They're
doesn't know
real.
their names. I don't know.
I watch many things. Remember, I'm in a different country. I don't know what you lot have compared to us half the time.
Yeah.
We get freedom broadcast.
It's just an eagle just squawking every 2 minutes.
Anytime you're feeling down, you just turn on any channel.
You just see
They're
old,
going to beam some liberation right in your whole soul.
be a whole bunch of people like in Texas, they're like 60s or 70s. They got their hunting hats on. They're just watching the eagle, just crowing. There's tears running down their cheeks. They sit there for the half hour.
Woo,
Beer in
that was some
hand.
show.
Wife will come out. What would you like for dinner? Woman, not during this show. I demand silence. At the end, you'll have the anthem. They'll stand up.
Hand over their heart. Anthem played with a guitar.
Does it have to be in Texas? Are there other places that would do that? You all love eagles.
Texas is the most stereotype.
For sure.
I mean, Alabama, but I mean that's more redneck style.
I guess they'd be watching it on their phone in their truck.
Oh, you know
Not
what?
at
Speaking of Alabama, this is for those of you who are in the States.
Well, I'm out.
My new job, yeah, so you might as well just go to the bathroom.
Fine.
'Cause so, in my new job, I am in contact with people from half the country. So anything mostly on, the east side. And I also get states like Alabama and Florida. Sometimes you forget how strong accents are.
Mm.
And I was dealing with a situation. I had to call the office that situation was in. And these guys were messing up like a lot. And it was making my job hard. So I call them up because they're not answering my instant messages. So I'm calling them. And I'm like, I'm going to give these people chewed out. I'm going to just chew them out. I'm going to tell them what for. And this Southern Belle answers. They're like, well, hey there, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, darling, I can't be mad at you. That's just the sweetest voice. It's like, I'm so sorry. We are really trying down here, but things are just on fire right now. I'm like, girl, don't worry about it. I'll kit you up later. And I fixed their problem, and I feel terrible because I should have chewed them out instead.
She uses that voice every time.
I bet she's
Yeah.
not even her real voice. It just picks up that way.
She's actually from the ghetto.
She hangs up. You want to hear what I called that sucker? Get him airtime. Probably not even a woman.
It's a man.
But accents, they'll catch you off guard.
That's so
Sometimes
weird
they're
that you
can't
lot
hear
have
it.
so many different types of accents. In Australia, we just have like mine or Steve Irwin. That's it.
got the cowboy. You got the Southern Belle.
I think you're all
You
trying to
get
be.
closer to Canada, you start getting a little bit off of them. So Maine, the phone calls I got from Maine, for example.
That's,
Oh yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
get why they
do
talk
this.
so slightly different up in Canada.
Yeah,
It's still
oh, yeah.
English. I mean, aside from that,
Yeah, I don't know how accents are made, created. It's so weird.
Well, even then, you could be in the same state, for example, but if you start traveling to the
Oh,
city,
yeah.
you start getting more ghetto accents, where words sound different or speech.
Well, friggin' New
different.
Yorkers, man, they talk a whole different friggin' language, half.
The Bostons.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
Philadelphia, I do. Real ghetto there. Just being honest. Takes you back.
speaking of accents, my air condition stopped cooling this week.
Oh, so how did your air condition speak while it was cooling?
Well, it was a less colder voice, that's for sure.
Oh, I can see how the accent.
So I had to
part
buy a
came
new
into
one.
play.
Yeah, that happened to me last year. My AC literally exploded. Like the fan, it went off tilt, and so it just
That's frightening.
I was like, what the frick? Just destroyed itself.
I've only seen that happen to like a normal pedestal type fan.
Yeah, it was
Except
quite startling.
when that tilted, it shattered, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened inside. Everything just like fell apart and shattered.
Luckily,
So loud.
at least the fan was inside.
Yeah.
With these sorts of fans, you just have that
Pissed
one
me off
grill.
so bad though. That thing was only a few years old. Oh, I was so pissed.
I'm not sure how old mine was. Not too old. Either way, it's downstairs. I put the new one up. It took forever because it's one of those box ones, through the wall. I can't get a split one
jeez.
because we have a hole in the wall and we can't cover it. So it's like, well, boxed forever. And I only just realized today it's not leaking at the back like it's supposed to. So that's a little scary.
Well, it's usually they only leak if it's humid. If it's not, they won't leak like
Yeah.
that.
Well, it's Darwin, so it's always leaking here.
Yeah.
So my dad's trying
You
to
should check it though.
Yeah, we're trying to get a one of those huge type tall ladders so you can climb up there.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is make a little pool of water in your air conditioner. That will get nasty
Oh
fast.
yeah.
It's not
Think it
leaking,
up.
so that's a good thing.
My window's too small for one of those freaking ACs, so I have to have like an inside one. Looks like a refrigerator, and then you like run the pipe through like to the window for the exhaust. Because I cannot have one of those box ones. That window is just too small.
You have to remove the
You
glass.
get like a camper. Get a little
Gosh, and it
camper
takes
AC
so
unit.
much to heat this room. This freaking upstairs attic, it would be
Mm-hmm.
like 120, 130 degrees without AC. It is just, it absorbs all the heat.
Sounds like you.
I've had an upstairs room, and I know exactly what you're talking about. All the heat from below you come up, so the whole house is venting, because that's what houses are designed to do. They're designed to have that heat rise and vent into an attic.
And then you got the freaking roof, which absorbs the sun.
The roof is cooking you alive, and of course the roof is insulated, so it's supposed to keep the temperature. So then they decide after all that, let's put a person up there, because that's going to be really comfortable.
Might as well just stick an apple in your mouth if you're going up there.
Sit on a plate and wait till somebody turns you.
Man, you lot
Austin's
of
done.
you lot are so lucky that you got basements over there. We got none.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't get that. Was there some kind of like construction code that prevents you from getting basements?
Flooding, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be flooding, but then you got underground car parks, and it's like, why are you allowed? Oh wait, big business company, fuck you. So irritating. If I had a basement,
Yeah,
I'd be so happy. Not only would it be cooler,
Really?
but
Yeah,
it would
I'd
be,
love to live in a basement.
all the noise from outside, it wouldn't come in.
Mm-hmm.
And my house is made of paper, so there's noise non-stop. Just need to find a new job so I can start building that little extra downstairs that I want to do. Nothing but brick walls, double insulated, soundproof, vibration proof.
I've been to some finished basements. I mean, I would live in them.
Yeah, I
It's
have
just like they
too.
didn't
They're
frown so much on
they're
it.
so cool. Like
I
it's
love
always cool down there.
Mm-hmm. They're cool. Like I said, the sound's a
Yeah.
lot more proof to it.
If I ever build a house, I'm building a basement. I don't care. They don't need to know. Secret
You'll have
underground
to
lair.
zone it as a car garage and then just live in your car. Like, what? What's
Yep.
about?
Hello,
It's a basement?
bookcase, pool book, door. Down I go.
Yeah, no, see, if I was, that'd be the first thing I would figure out about doing if I had to make a country like Australia. I'm like, everybody's living underground. You can have a top layer, and we're just gonna hobbit ourselves. It's too hot, and everything wants to kill us, so we might as well.
I mean, we have
Hide from it.
cyclones that obliterate houses, so why don't we have basements? Stupid
No
world.
kidding.
See, this is why I should be leader.
Basements for all.
Basements for all. That's a rule. No more building upwards. You build downwards.
Con, what's your plan to improve the infrastructure for our highways? Everybody's getting a basement. Oh, yeah.
Underground highways.
That's right.
Like, oh, well, I mean, I can't complain and
Vote
argue
for
with his
me.
campaign strategy. You hear all the other just kicking the ground, like, I should have thought of the basement idea.
Honestly, you build underground, and all you have above is one little fucking, door
Garage.
that leads downwards, and a garage for your car, and a letterbox. Everything
And a
else,
snorkel.
nature.
Big storm.
You won't be destroying nature. Now I got all the Greens voting for me. I'm a smart party.
That's like solar powered.
Yep.
Less electricity.
All the birds don't have to be displaced. You come upstairs, all the animals that kill you are there in mass because you haven't moved them away. Glorious.
Spiders are looking for you, can't find you because you're not up on the ground with them.
Stupid
Yep,
spiders.
Gotta worry about the graboids.
Actually, our
That's the only
garage
problem, yeah.
would be underground too.
You could say like your garage will elevator your car down.
Oh no, it's just a ramp going downwards, and instead of the door going down, it just goes sideways across the ground. That way, no more spiders, no more anything. I tell you, you'd love to live in my houses. Conville.
Assuming they don't fall on us.
No, these are built to code.
Whose code? You're not allowed basements. Who gets to decide the code?
We've got my own building company imported from India.
Oh no.
Everything's imported. Exported.
He's like, you get rid of that import tax.
If it works for help support on phones, I'm sure it'll work for everything.
Yeah, fair. Foolproof plan. Foolproof.
I had my ISP talking to me the other day. And they said they were transferring me to local people who could test my connection better to find out why I've got this issue with Twitch. And the phone picks up, and there's another Indian voice. And I said, oh, they said that was, transferring me somewhere local. And they're like, yes, we are local. And I'm thinking, okay, your real strong Indian accent plus the quality of the call is even worse somehow. You're not local. Like, yes, well, we can run tests. It'll cost $90. I'm like, no. Where's that coming from? I ain't paying shit.
Yeah, what? $90 for a test?
Supposedly they're the upper class section. So you have to pay for their help. I was like, no, I'm not doing shit. I will move before I pay you. And so they put me somewhere else.
Stand up for your rights, bro.
Honestly, stupid. There's an issue, you fix the issue. I didn't make it. It was working before you did your stupid whatever it was 3 weeks ago. You broke it. You fix it. You pay me.
Wait, so this just popped in my head. You've been playing Bloodstained, right?
I have.
Yeah, you like it?
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love it so much. Although I'm up to the part. It says I'm 50% through it, which is weird because I've explored almost everything, and there's the end boss that I beat, but
And
you
then
get
the
3
bad
endings.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Supposedly I need a sword before I face him to get the good and other ending as well, since there's 3.
Oh, yeah.
But where's my inverted castle? I thought I was promised this.
Yeah, I don't think there is an inverted, but that was on the Kickstarter, wasn't it?
I swear it was.
I think you're right. I think that was a stretch goal. They had to have met it. It's like a $5 million Kickstarter.
And why am
Yeah,
I
I
only
remember it saying inverted castle. I do remember that.
why am I only 50%, explored? If
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm at the
Maybe
end.
there is an inverted. Maybe it is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've looked. I don't see
not-
anything.
I don't know how much I'm into it. I didn't check my percentage, but I'm pretty into it.
It's awesome though.
I'm
I
in the
love
lava
music.
area. Yeah, I'm very. I didn't have high hopes for it, to be honest. I was nervous, but it really does just feel like a straight up Castlevania game, like just straight up. Like, wow, this is like Symphony of the Night. It's like crazy.
Yeah, it's exactly like it.
Yeah.
Although I haven't found anything that lets me turn into a bat or miss, so I was like, okay, where's my bat form?
Yeah.
Come on.
How do you
Maybe
like that
see-
Alucard character, like the librarian? He's just like straight up Alucard.
He is. I like him. He's
Yeah.
he's cool. Did you while you're playing, you should switch the language to Japanese and just hear
Oh,
how they.
I'm playing Japanese only.
Oh,
That's what I've
okay.
been playing the whole time.
I
I
was
did
doing
do
both.
English a little bit, and it's cool that David Hayter's one of the characters,
Yeah.
but I've been doing Japanese for the most part.
They all do really good. A couple of the voices. There's one voice that doesn't fit for me, and that was the guy that you get the books off.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't. His voice doesn't really fit his look. The Japanese one sounds fine, but
Yeah, I like the Japanese dub. It's good.
yeah, it's all good. I keep switching between both. I
Yeah,
can't-
I have been doing that. I've been switching back and forth. Yeah, Jed,
Very,
there's
very
this
well.
guy, David
Uh-huh.
Hayter voices him, Solid Snake.
Oh, okay.
He sounds exactly like Snake.
He's just Snake. It's just Snake when he talks. And I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, whoa, Snake, hi.
It was brilliant.
That's awesome. I'm interested in the game,
It's awesome.
but I haven't got it.
You have to play Circle of the Thing or whatever it is before that.
Yeah, the one that little 8-bit.
Yeah, the
version.
8-bit one. It's really good.
That's awesome too. I loved it. Oh, I can't wait for the next one.
It's such
Only
a
10
gem,
years.
though. I don't think people really appreciate because there's been so many Kickstarter games that fall through.
Oh, I know.
So
Yeah.
many that when one actually comes out, you could almost believe
Yeah, it's
it was
like holy crap, man.
a
'Cause,
production
I had
piece.
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's gonna be another Mighty Number 9 situation. That's what I was thinking, but I'm glad it's not.
Sometimes those gems come out. Like Shantae was one of those, gems.
Yeah.
Something that came out and actually ended up being good.
There's been a few really, really good ones.
There has. I think Hollow Knight was a Kickstarter, and Hollow Knight's freaking amazing. It is my favorite Metroidvania next to Symphony of the Night. It is amazing.
Ooh, I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, check it out for sure.
I've seen it. I think I might have it on my wish list. I don't know. That thing's too long. My wish list isn't actually a wish list. It's a I'm curious in that game list. I'll look at it
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
His is actually just a list, whether he wants it or not. He just puts it in there so he'll remember to look at it later.
But the problem is there's so many I forget what I was looking at. So I click 498 titles. What the fuck? Off.
Oh my god.
Where's that game that had this thing? It was a thing looking. Ah, it's gone. I don't know.
He's like, maybe I wished too hard.
The worst part is when you buy something that you were really looking forward to, and you put it for later, and then you can't remember what it was because you got like 100 and something titles there. Because half of
I've
them are from,
never-
packs.
I don't think I've ever had that problem. Austin, have you ever bought
No,
something and
no,
then
I've
forgot
never-
you bought it?
No, I've never had that issue.
Well, if you get like
Con,
a
you're the
humble
only
bundle,
one.
it was back during, when you'd actually buy things during the Steam sale. It's like, oh my god, that one's $4, that one's $5.
Well,
that's
yeah, the
$9,
Steam
boom,
sales
boom, boom.
used to be good. They're kind of like whatever
They're
now.
crap now for the last 2-3 years. I don't even look at it.
Maybe they had too many developers complaining about the discounts.
I think everyone's just gotten greedier.
Well, I mean, I can't blame them in a sense.
I don't know. I blame.
Like even Valkyria Chronicles, it came out like that new one came out maybe 2 months ago, if that. Full price, $60.
Hmm.
And then now it's 20. So you're like, what's the developers get then? Like
Yeah.
10, bucks. I can understand their complaint. Like, come on, at least give it 6 months before you discount it like this.
I
Don't
don't
get me
know.
wrong, I'm happy about it. I get where they're coming from.
If that's such a big problem, they should just sell it on their own site.
Yeah, that's
I'd
all
buy
we
it.
need. Sega making their own.
Oh gosh, what
Little
we need is
Epic
another
Store.
launcher. Yeah. Let's
There's
have
already
another game
100.
launcher. Gosh, it's so annoying, man. It's like, let's start up the Bethesda launcher, make sure Rage 2 updates, and then I gotta update Origin 2 because Battlefield always has an update. Let's get Battlefield 5 updated. Oh yeah, Battle.net. We're gonna need to update some Overwatch. You gotta open up everything just to update. Because
I
if
had
you
5
don't,
things.
then you'll start a game up and it's like 4 gig update. And gosh, dang it.
Well, you're lucky you don't play like War Thunder or Warships,
Oh my
whatever
gosh.
it's called.
The
There's a
friggin'
patch.
online
World
game,
of
yeah.
Warships, yeah.
Every day, I'm sure. MMOs in general are just like update every day.
God, I haven't played an MMO in a decade.
Yeah, I don't play MMOs.
I can't find an MMO that has that same feel and atmosphere that EverQuest 1 had. It's just depressing. That game was awesome, amazing, and terrifying at the same time. Everything else has just been a game.
Yeah, I just don't like the whole system of MMOs. I just can't. I like games when it's like a beginning and an end. Like, and MMOs are just not that, and so I just can't get into them. I can't. For the life of me, I want to get into them. Like, I try and try, and I just can't get into it.
You think with your ADD it'd be really good too,
Yeah, no kidding.
because it's like non-stop. And I think it depends on the MMO, because they're not. There's a billion, but they're not all good.
I mean, there are a lot, yeah.
I mean, you should maybe branch out more to like the Korean sector.
Oh,
of
good
MMOs.
lord. Those are so grindy, though. Most of the Korean ones are
Yes.
just grind,
Yeah.
grind.
But they have
But-
boobies.
Yeah,
The
there's gonna be
boobies!
tons
The
of
problem
boobies.
is, I'm 34 years old.
You're allowed
Boobies
to
are
look
not.
at boobies.
Boobies are nice, but they just, it's not gonna carry a game for me anymore like it used to, Like a teenager, I could be like, heck yeah, I'll play this
listen.
forever now.
You need to dig deeper into
I need
your
a little bit more.
pathetic self.
Yeah.
Got my bikini skin. Woohoo! I'm done for the year.
Paid my $20 for that. Just an option. Just throw an option.
Nothing wrong with. Nothing wrong.
Oh, man.
So it's a
anything else
bonus.
going on?
Oh, there's always something else going on.
Oh, you know
I'm-
what, Con?
Yes,
Before you get started, Con and I have been playing Elite Dangerous.
we have.
Oh yeah, Chris told me.
Yes.
He's helping us.
Yeah, he told me.
Yes. Hey, Con.
Yes.
Why don't you tell them what happened?
Oh boy.
To the last time you were playing, and you managed to find a good haul. What happened? To
Whoa.
that? What
You know
happened?
when you get
What happened, bud?
moments in games where something happens and then your brain just thinks uninstall?
Yeah.
What was that? Because right now we're trying to save up enough money
Buy ships.
so we can buy a really good ship and head
Yeah.
off to the amazing areas where the aliens are attacking and
Right.
you can explore. And it's not really going to take long, like a week, because Chris found this area where you mine these opals off asteroids. It's so cool the way you mine them too.
I love. Yeah, I've played. That's all I did in that game when I played it was mining.
Well, in this one, it's not the where you mine with a laser. You throw in charges and then
Oh, really?
it explodes, and then you go into the fractured asteroid and you start looting all the stuff.
Oh wow! Can you get out of the ship?
No,
like,
you
you
send
fly
off your
ship
little.
into it.
Okay.
You send off little.
Because
giant
how I
things.
used to do it is you had to like shoot a little laser at a thing, and then it would break a piece off, and then you'd have to use this little targeting computer to
Yeah.
like catch
Oh,
it
yeah,
in
to pick it
space.
up,
Yeah, that's the hard way. If you buy limpets, you can send them out, and they're like little drones, and they bring them back, and
Oh.
a lot easier. But yeah, when the asteroid explodes, it's this really cool sound. It's and don't be too near because it hurts you. So every time you get one, it's like I think 1.6 million, and each asteroid you loot around 12 or 14, and we want to get to around 300, 400 million. That's like the amazing. I think Chris managed to do that in like 4 days, and he only
Jeez.
played like 3-4 hours a day.
Good lord.
Yeah, so it's really easy to get to. But anyway, I'd stocked myself up. I had about 50 something, and I was heading back on my own because I was only on my own. They both just logged off, so I thought, I'm still on. I'll just fill myself up and then log off. And I found 2 asteroids really quickly, which was amazing. Because normally, sometimes you can roam for like 10 minutes and find one.
Right.
And in 10 minutes I found 2. It was like, whoa! So heading back, and there's a danger of being intercepted. You know how
They'll
Like
pull
a
you out of
pirate.
hyperspace, you know.
Like what? AI pirates or something?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Right.
you get this warning. It's like you're about to be attacked or whatever, and you see the pirate talking like, "Oh shit!" And then boom, you go out of hyperspace, and in front of you is usually this round blue, like targety thing, and you have to stay targeted into that. You know, move your ship.
Right. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Let
the
me
longer
explain
you
it a little something.
I'll
When
fine.
you-
Do your English.
Alright, just for anyone who wants to know. When you're leaving a sector and you want to travel to a space station, you gotta go in like a hyperdrive mode. They call it frame shift. So Khan's traveling at like warp speed, and then somebody is pulling him out of warp speed. So on screen, you're going to see a pathway displayed, and that is going to be your escape path. If you can fly your ship long enough into the escaped vector, you can get away from them pulling you off. Khan can't do this successfully.
I do it every time. This thing moves everywhere. You have to keep turning and you know, decelerating just to turn faster. Anyway, I'm Star Trekking my way back. I've hopped like 5, 6 different jumps. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. And then you get to the end where you're flying towards the spaceport. And so I'm going along. I go into my computer to plot my course so I can actually highlight it so I know where in this infinite void of blackness I have to travel. And while I'm in there, I get pulled out. It's happened before. Very irritating. So I'm like, you know what, screw you, come out of it. And I look on my screen. The blue circle target's not there. It's like, what? I'm freaking out at this point. Quickly turning, can't see anything, dead. All my opal's gone. I'm like, oh.
He lost 50 or something, so like, 500 million or 50
God,
whatever
at
it was gonna be. I'm at work, sitting at my desk, and then my phone goes beep boom. And I look at it and I read his text. Ah!
I was furious. I had to just turn the
That's what you
stream.
get.
I was streaming it, so if you go into the archives like a few days ago or whatever, it's there. Because I told Chris, and he's like, oh, he must have been facing the wrong way, and he checked the stream. He goes, oh shit, you got screwed. I was like, yep. Turn game off, walk away.
Well,
Just went outside and started watching something. I had to get
It just
consolement food, like eating just to cheer
decompress.
myself up. That's probably the most frustrated I've been in a long time with a game.
Just don't tell him that I'm the one that put the hit out on him. So now I got to pay some pirates.
Good game though, very good game. That was also a Kickstarter one, which I backed.
Yeah, another good example of a gem that actually came out of the rough.
Certainly helped that the original person was making it, so it's the only reason I backed it, since I used to play the original on my Commodore 64.
yeah, Khan's pretty old.
Yeah, but I'm young at heart.
And
Just not
mind.
the point.
I think they called that simple, not young.
Oh, you poor thing.
My age has shown a little over the past few years though. 'Cause last night we had fireworks night. It's our independence for our state.
Right.
Because that's fucking something to be proud of. Stupid country. And
Yeah,
And-
whose face is on your money again?
God, everyone's but mine. And so there's this. It's fireworks. It's crazy. It went for like 4 hours at night, non-stop. Boom, 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 boom. The smoke was insane. Pets were losing it. My cat was hiding
Yeah,
next
I'm
door.
sure.
She wouldn't come to me, even after it stopped. And every year, I'm just hoping. I'm praying. I'm like, please someone die. Please someone die. Please many people die so they can stop it. No one dies. They just get injured and go to hospital. Sooner or later, someone's gonna die, and then hopefully they'll cancel it. And I don't care. I'm not gonna feel bad, because the people that die are generally the people who get really injured. They're usually the ones doing something stupid. Hence, please die. because I don't need that. So I
That's
do
just
wish death
natural.
on a lot more people the older I get.
Well, have you tried maybe like renting an airplane and shooting fireworks down at people?
Napalm, you mean? Fly over. Look up, everyone. Pull lever. Because that's how it would be. It wouldn't be a button or anything, or switches. It'd be a lever. Just like in the
Maybe
cartoons.
you could just do pepper spray, to get the warning
Bombay
across.
Pepper spray. But that's not fatal. Waste of effort. I'd actually fly over my suburb. My suburb deserves it because it's the loudest. There were 2 parties last week from 2 houses opposite each other. One because they felt like it. The other one, it was a 60th. So I was like, you know what, that's okay. You lot can do it. But my road was like 20, 30 something cars just all parked. And I just wanted to go along and just stab every tire. But I held back because I'm a nice person. I wish I wasn't.
Such a good man.
I know. The amount of windscreens that
10
have
minutes
been
earlier.
broken.
I wish they'd die. Wish they'd all die.
Well, wishing is okay. Doing is another thing. So I count myself as a good person. Don't worry,
Other
everyone.
people donate money.
Yes, please donate. Makes me happier and less
Some people
violent.
like blood.
Everyone
Some open
has.
doors for little ladies. Con's like, I didn't do the thing I wanted to. I'm a good person.
You can all judge me, but you all have the death vibe inside you as well. Many of you wish to kill people. All those strings of people.
Everyone's a killer. When they're pushed enough.
Like, I hate all these people, please die. They don't have to be bad people. I mean, no, wait. They don't they don't have to be good people.
You mean we can just anybody? Doesn't matter.
Well, it's a simple theory. I don't like to overcomplicate things.
Hello, mother of 3. Bam. Hello, guy walking his dog. Bam.
Bam! Hello, most of
Just
my
to round it off,
ex-workmates.
guy peeing in an alley. Bam. There we go.
Bam!
Don't worry, Australia gave me permission.
We kill everything. Because everything kills us if we don't. So with my air condition going up, I've actually had a chance to start clearing my room, and I went through my cupboard and threw out a whole bunch of old things, like boxes with old motherboards that I've been holding on to because of You Just Do, and just all these old things. I saw my PS2 up there, gone.
Wow.
It's like, I don't touch you. What's the point? I can emulate everything you do on 5 different devices
Yeah,
I have.
I got rid
So-
of mine too. 'cause of
Yep.
that.
So goodbye. The only thing I've kept is my Commodore 64 because no, that's staying with me till death.
Bury me with it.
I love that thing. It's funny because I love my PlayStation 1, and I still threw that out. Threw my old Atari, my VIC 20 or whatever it was called. I don't know. No, wait up. VIC 20 was a Commodore. Atari.
2600? 3200? I don't remember. There's a lot of numbered ones.
I think it was a 2600. It was like, wooden, and you had the 6
Oh, right,
switches
right. Yeah,
on
yeah.
the front,
We had one of those.
and it played Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And I had one of those. I pretty much did throw it out because it wasn't working anymore, so that's a little cheaty. But my PlayStation still worked. PlayStation 2 still works. But I don't care. Oh yeah, my GameCube, that worked. Bin.
You threw
My
away
Wii-
the GameCube.
My Wii went to the bin first. I didn't even bother trying to sell it. I was like, no, I'm so disgusted with you. Bin. Here's all your accessories to keep you company. I've got the Wii U. I'm still staring at it, and like, you're
You
destined
got a
for the
Wii
bin.
U, huh?
I don't know why. I mean, I bought it because there were a couple games I really wanted.
Yeah.
I don't have them. Actually, it was half a reason I wanted it for a couple games, but also it was during the time my mum was babysitting these kids, and that was a good distraction
Oh,
for
yeah,
them.
right.
But their skill level was so trash that they can't do anything except for bloody treasure run or whatever it's called on iPad, where you just tap the screen. Kids,
Yeah.
no skill today.
Filthy casuals.
Kids, napalm. So I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff in my cupboard, and now I can put all my other stuff up there.
Yeah, and throw that away in a few years.
Well, these are like
Mm-hmm.
well, not statues, but figures, statues, not made of statue but plastic. I know what
They're
they're called.
important to you now, right?
Yeah, they always will be. I've got a couple,
just like
you know,
those other
from
things were.
Galactic Heroes. I want to put them up there because I don't have room to put them anywhere in my room until I build that extension downstairs, and then I can. Some boxes will go up there that I don't want to throw out. Ugh. I might have a little bit of room soon. My soul Vegeta just standing over there glaring at me. It's my only Dragon Ball figure. It's kind of funny.
you love me?
He's standing next to She-Ra. He's loved. All he has to do is turn and you'll get a real good view because he's only waist high to her.
Nice.
And this is the good She-Ra, not that creation they'd made recently. I'm old school. She was awesome. Did you ever watch that show? There was one episode where the enemy Navy fleet was coming. They couldn't stop him. She jumps in the water, swims really fast, creates a massive whirlpool. They all get sucked down, and then she comes out and she's like, yeah. And I said, this is why She-Ra was awesome.
He's talking about Thundercats, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
That
you
was
are.
She-Ra. I actually never seen Thundercats. I want to.
Is
Oh,
it He-Man?
She-Ra's
Is that what you're
the
talking
opposite of He-Man. It's his sister. That's right.
His
That's right.
sister. Hmm.
Well, then what's the tiger lady called in Thundercats? I swear it was She-Ra.
Tigra?
Tigra. You're right. It is Tigra.
No,
Tigra.
Cheetah. Cheetara. I get too many series in my head confused. Tiger, I think, was a Marvel character.
I don't know. I didn't watch Thundercats.
I'm pretty sure she's Chitara. Now see, I
Yeah,
don't
I think
know.
it is Chitara. I think it is though.
I liked her in the new one that
Yeah, it
didn't
is.
last too long for some weird reason. I was enjoying
I heard it was really good, and nobody watched
Yeah.
it for some reason.
It's mainly because kids weren't watching it. It was too adult looking, and they were
Yeah.
playing it at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And they were all too busy watching some trash instead of good quality stuff. So that got cancelled way before its time. If that was a Netflix show, it would still be on. You know how sad that is? So many shows got cancelled for no reason.
Yeah.
It's
Well.
still happening.
Yeah, all the time.
I feel sad for you. You're just so passionate about it.
I like my shows sometimes.
Sometimes.
Are you
Alright.
bullying me again? Stop it. So
All right, guys.
Jed was meant
We
to.
probably ought to wrap it up here in a second here.
Yeah. Jed was supposed to get Origin, but he's waiting for his ISP to charge him before he buys it, so no
Oh, the
Battlefield 5
premium.
for us yet. Hmm.
Right.
Oh, well, here's what they did. You know how long it's taken me to get my ISP?
Oh yeah.
Get their act together.
Oh yeah.
Alright? So everything's squared away. They send me a bill for 2 months. I'm like, that month I didn't even have
Oh
internet
my
service.
gosh, dude, these guys are so incompetent.
I know,
It's
like, I
insane.
didn't have internet service on that month. So why are you charging me? So I call them and they're like, oh, well that's, well here's what you can do. You can, well I'll put a note
Yeah.
on your account that on your next bill you're to get credited for that. Like, okay, but you want me to still pay it. Like, well, I'm not saying don't pay it, but yeah, it needs to be paid.
Oh my god.
And I'm sitting there like, And like, and I'm supposed to just have faith that you're going to credit me that amount next time. Kind of like how I'd have faith that you wouldn't charge me for a month. I wasn't even connected because your tech didn't come. She's like, well, I mean, I'm really sorry about that. I'm like, hey, you don't understand just what I'm saying, though, do you?
That company is like a sitcom, man.
It is. It's like every day they figure out a new way to be worse.
It does need to come with a laugh track, though.
Yeah.
Like if I could make a TV series, I probably would do this. I would
Yeah.
make like the version of The Office, but it would be an
Just like
ISP provider.
incompetent ISP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would just that way everyone in the nation immediately has something they can relate to. Like I've dealt with this.
Yeah.
I've heard
That's
these things.
that's a freaking gold mine there. Holy crap.
If only they didn't own all the broadcast channels. Oh, that's the problem.
They should have their own laugh track, actually. Like when they said they're going to charge you for 2 months, they just pressed a button, ha 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 ha. And you'd hear that on the phone. It's like, what?
So I have to call him back probably tomorrow, and I'm going to escalate it up to a higher manager.
Yeah.
because
Oh boy.
It's like that's the only thing I can do. I'm not paying him for 2 months of
Yeah,
service.
no
I did when
kidding.
I didn't even have it.
Yeah.
It took them 3 months just to get me connected. So I'm
And
not
you
paying
had to do the maintenance. You had to do the installation yourself.
As far as they know, a tech is still coming. And I've already told him,
Oh,
like, you don't
no.
need to. Get this real fast. A technician, not a technician, but he was a contractor. He's a utility line locator.
Yeah.
He came out to my property. He's like, hey, it's me again. I've seen this guy one before. And he's like, I got an order from Frontier. They want me to mark the line on your property. And I'm like, okay. Any idea why? He's like, I think they want to run a new line. I'm like, but I don't need it. And he's like, I know, but that's what they're paying us to do. I'm like, well, you make that money. So he drew a whole bunch of paint on my lines, and he put some flags in my yard. So now Frontier, as far as they now know where the phone line is. Where
Shocking.
had they just showed up, I would have pointed right to it, connected into my wall, and go, it's already right there. It works.
My gosh.
There's
He
something
probably
special.
drew maps while he was there, GPS location.
It was
They're ready.
interesting. He has like some kind of, like a metal detector. It's kind of like that, but it reads current.
So they can
Right.
trace where the
Yeah,
cable's
so
underground.
they run it over the ground, and when it beeps, like, here's where the line is, so you mark it, and then you just follow it to its destination. So, I mean, it was neat to see at least, but
Yeah.
it does nothing for Frontier. It's going to do nothing at all for them. Because
Uh,
that's not anything that's broken. I had to fix what was broken, but they're still convinced that for some reason the line's gone. So now I got to call, make sure that they are not charging me for that, because they never specified.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Installation
I-
fee.
Well, like, if they want to run a new line, I'm like, well, that doesn't sound free at all.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the ISP going, oh, we'll run a cable to your house, totally on us,
Yeah.
out of good faith? No, I've never heard that. So, like, no. So, just more fun. Can't wait to call them up, get it squared away, find out that I'll be charged another 2 months somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what's going on. Well, let's wrap it up.
Alrighty.
I want to just plug one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who hasn't seen the Alita movie, Blu-ray's out in 3 weeks. Buy it. Otherwise, you suck. Thank you.
I liked it.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Connor's been campaigning hard on this movie. I'll have to
I
check
have.
it out when it comes out.
It's really good. It really
Cody
is.
liked it too.
First movie I've seen more than once at the cinema since Lord of the Rings.
Dang.
And
That's
he
right,
hates
I
the
went-
cinema.
I loathe it. So yeah, fucking buy it or come to your house. I mean, please. There's different packs, by the way.
Yeah, you better do it because he's already said that he'll kill good people.
Did you hear that? Lever.
All right. Has anybody got the Patreon list up?
Oh no.
No,
Heavens,
it's
no.
Yeah.
like it's only 2 people. No, it's a bit more. We love you. But speaking of Patreon, if you have any ideas to make it better, please do. We have slight ideas, like, and if you don't like to start screaming, making an extra longer podcast where half of it is on YouTube and the other half is on Patreon. single player games of mine that I wouldn't put up on the channel. Maybe some co-op stuff with Jed as well. Maybe even some random little, mini podcast just for fun. Lots of things. Throw your ideas on how to make YouTube and Patreon better, because we're useless, and our fucking ability is just trying to meet up. That's what takes most of our effort and brains. Trying to meet up. Getting time. But yeah, hopefully we'll be streaming Battlefield 5 soon together.
Yeah, as soon as I am confident my internet service won't shut down because they can't get their billing together, I'll beam into it. And then shenanigans will endure. All right. Well, hey, thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
We're getting all wrapped up now.
Yep.
Oh.
Austin's going to bed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, Austin. You have a good night.
Yeah, you guys too.
Dream of boobies.
Yeah, okay.
The things
Boobies
that don't
attached to
drive
his
you
legs.
anymore.
I'm pretty sure that would be Austin's perfect woman. Just legs and boobs on it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'd
Boobs.
probably marry that.
Boobs for kneecaps.
Yeah.
When
Well,
they talk, the boobs move.
now I know what I'm going to draw. All right.
The comic.
Well, thanks, everybody. Stay tuned. We'll have another podcast soon.
See ya.
Hopefully. Bye
Bye, Austin. You have a good night.
Later.
bye.